artist friends. Today we're going to make 3 different types of art. The first one we're going to call Squish art. We're going to use a good old Ziploc bag. And if you don't have a big Ziploc like this, you could probably use a little smaller piece of paper. We're going to use pink and yellow paint and good old blue paint in all of our experiments today. Now that I have the paint on, I'm going to carefully open the bag and slide it in. This might be a little tricky. I found it a little tricky. But it actually went in pretty easily. Once it's in the bag, I'm going to make sure that the bag is straight and it is sealed at the top. We definitely don't want any of that paint squishing out. Now here comes the fun part. Look how my finger moves around, and when it presses on the paint disperses to the sides of my finger. It moves and your fingers aren't even getting dirty. It's a really great feeling. You can pull the paint or push it. You can swirl it around, and when you do swirl it with 2 different colors that are side by side, you might notice a new color forming. I bet I can make a color up here. Do you know what it is? Remember, yellow and blue made green. There's some of that pink and blue. Looks like purple is forming in my bag. Check it out. The paint feels very smooth underneath of the bag, but as long as you don't put a hole in it, you stay pretty daggone clean. So when I open it up, look how the paint has squished. There's another way you can make a squish painting, and this time we're going to use the same 3 paint colors, but we're going to use a different color paper. We'll use our pink paint. We're going to use our yellow again. And guess what color is next? You guessed it, good old blue. This squish painting is going to look a lot different because it's on blue paper. Now, remember, if you don't have a Ziploc bag, you can always get some plastic wrap. The plastic wrap is not quite as thick as the Ziploc bag, so it's going to feel a little bit different. You're going to feel like you're closer to the paint, and the plastic wrap will kind of bunch up and wrinkle a little bit more, and you really have to be careful with that not to put a hole in it because it is a little bit thinner. Look, we made green again, but you can still squish it and mush it, squunch it all around. Now we're going to take this off. Look how beautiful that turned out. Don't you see those new colors? I see yellow and blue and green in the middle. Next, we're going to try spin art. This is a salad spinner. And a salad spinner actually washes vegetables like lettuce. Your mom or dad might put lettuce in, chop it up, and then add water to that little hole you see in the sink and spin it around, and it spins it and dries it. But today we're using the salad spinner for spin art. And guess what colors we're going to use? You got it, pink and the yellow. Where are you? There you are. And of course, blue. Now, I'm using a white piece of paper the first time so you can see what it looks like on white versus our colored paper coming up. All right, I'm gonna hold it tight and I'm gonna spin, 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 spin. Oh my goodness, that little paper probably is dizzy. All right, top comes off and look what we just did. All of that paint got thrown to the outer edges when we used the spinner. Isn't that cool? But wait, let's try it on this neon green paper. Same colors. Good old pink. Favorite yellow. And we can't forget our blue. This time, let's see how different our spin art looks as compared to it on the white paper. All right, make sure it's tight. Let's spin it again. Spin, 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 spin. I think the paper's dizzy. Look at that. It looks a lot different on the lime or fluorescent yellow, maybe, paper. I don't know. I like it on the white, I think. I don't know. What do you all think? All right, last but not least, this is one of my favorite activities. We are going to take good old pink, my favorite yellow, I call it Hello Yellow, and we cannot forget blue. But this time we are going to paint with marbles. Check it out. See how they roll? They are going to roll across the paper through the paint, making lines or marks of color. I love this activity. You can do it in a shoebox that has taller sides so your marbles don't go crazy across the floor. Or you could do it on a pan, maybe a cookie sheet or a baking sheet. But I love watching these marbles roll and make new colors and all these crazy lines. And the marbles leave a trail, almost like a snail trail. And your painting has so much texture to it. You can see it's kind of bumpy. It has little ridges. Now let's try a different color. Look at that. I wonder what it's going to look like on red. What do you think? Pink. There it goes again. The pink is hard to see a little bit. Yellow. Very bright on that red. And blue. Let's see what happens this time. I think I'm going to like this one. Here come the marbles. Oh yeah. I love the look on the red paper. It has such a different look to it. It makes all of the colors look a little bit darker. Ooh, but I like it. What do you think, my little artists? What's your favorite? Do you like the white paper? We're gonna see them both side by side. Look at those marbles. And the more you roll, the more the colors mix and the more lines you get across your paper. All right, squish art, white or blue? I think I don't know. I kind of like the white one the best. Ooh, that's a hard call. They're both pretty cool. Well, this one definitely, I like the red the best. Thank you for joining me for our paint experiments today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.